Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be doing a video on the M-1969 folding shovel. So I promised this a while back whenever I did the M-1943 shovel videos, probably even before that, I'm sure of it. But we're doing it now. I cleaned this shovel and it works beautifully now. So got some WD-40 to it, so it works great now. So literally you won't see me struggle and have an aneurysm trying to go and, you know, unfold these shovels. Now I'm not getting my other one out. This is the one with the rope on the bottom for the 1943 shovel, because I want to use this to demonstrate a little bit of stuff. Like, you can see just how much better this probably feels. I mean, I'm also kind of doing it wrong. I mean, look, I don't have to strain myself as bad. I mean, you know, it gets jammed a little bit there, but like, I don't know. I mean, my other one does too, so I don't know. Maybe that's how that goes with this 1943 style shovel, but I have this in here to demonstrate what shovel came before it, because not only did you have this 1943 style shovel, you also had the M-1951, which basically was the same as this one. It's just on this side there would be a pickaxe going down it, which I don't have an image of right now, but I can pull one up. And as you can see from the photos, you can see that on the back side, which would be this side, because I have this thing up. So if I unscrew this a bit and I put this down, if it wants to, it's a little stubborn. It's got 80 years of rust built up a bit. But on this side, there would have been the pickaxe, basically. So this is a side view, so there would have been the pickaxe going down this way. And when you had it, I believe it's in this position from the picture, what it showed, the pickaxe would be up like that. I don't know the exact mechanics because I don't own one. I don't know, I'm just basing around that picture. But personally, that was the one that got replaced, the M-1951, which was pretty much like this, just with a pickaxe, essentially. That was realistically the easiest thing I could say, which isn't bad, but is definitely not better than this thing, the M-1969 folding shovel, the tri-folding shovel. This thing is honestly a lot better just because of how much more compact it is. On top of that, you can see it works pretty much the same exact way with the knob here that you can turn to tighten it, to loosen it, stuff like that. And the cool thing is you have this serrated edge here, which you do not have, as far as I know, on the 1951 style shovel, and you definitely don't have it on the M1943 style shovel, which you have it so that you can cut through tough dirt, roots, and other debris while digging. And personally, I think it's just super interesting that they did that. Definitely a neat little thing. I've actually never tried it, so I don't know how well that would work. I think maybe that would be a cool video idea one day. And I mean, literally, you look at this, you can kind of see how they did it. If it focuses a little bit, you can see, like, right here in this corner, it's pretty flat. Where the serrated edges, it's like little ridges that go up almost like a tin roof, kind of, I guess you could say. Which I think is a super neat design. I mean, I would love to try that out one day, as long as it doesn't damage this shovel, because this thing is a historical piece I paid $20 for with this cover, which they actually, when they first made these, like, you know, they were standard issue in 1969. That is when they introduced them and all that. That's when they started saying, hey, standard issue, we're going to make them now. They would have not been made with this cover, as far as I know of. They would have been made with a nylon cover. So this cover is not even remotely accurate, but it is what I bought it with, so I just kept it with it. I mean, really, they would have had a nylon cover, and if you don't know what nylon is, I will show that to you real quick. That is what they used on your modern canteen covers, which this is one of them. This is an LC2 canteen cover from, I believe, the year 2000 or 1988, something like that. I can't remember which year specifically, but it's somewhere in that range. So that is what nylon is. You know, that is a canteen cover, which I have done a video on that canteen and that canteen cover before, which I don't own a nylon shovel cover, so that's why I showed that to you. If I did, I would have shown it to you with this one, but this is 1986, made by Skillcraft. So after the Vietnam War, and the same year that Chernobyl happened, if memory serves me correct, which I think is super neat, super interesting that there's just a key date like that. I mean, this was used by the military, the U.S. military. I think this is a really nice one because you can see it does, you know, it's really a nice material and all that. So, but yeah, as you can see, ignore if my mom is yelling in the background, honestly. That's just kind of how it is right now. It's kind of annoying, but it's okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. But this is an Ames 1975 example of this. So basically at the tail end of the Vietnam War, basically the last year that it happened, I believe by then we were actually pulling out of Vietnam. I believe we were pulling out of Saigon, I believe is where it was. So actually, let me mention the manufacturers, because there's 3 that I know of, which is Ames, which is this one, ACEM Co., which I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know what their company is, but it's ACEM Co. I will put these down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. And for Ames, they are mainly made in the 60s and 70s from what it seemed, or not mainly, sorry, many of them were made in the 60s and 70s. For ACEM Co., some were stamped 93 or 94, and LHB is the 3rd one. I never heard of this company, couldn't really find much on it. Maybe I need to dig deeper and do a future video or a short on it. But yeah, I think that's super neat. And also, one more thing, I don't know how true this is, so maybe if someone down below in the comment section wants to confirm this, or say that is a rumor, it's not true, I don't know. But apparently this M-1969 style shovel was also known as the M-1967 or the M-67 entrenching tool. Not sure why that is. Maybe they tried introducing it back then and it didn't connect until like 1969 because there was some improvements having to be made. That's a possibility. I'm sure that's a definite possibility. Like I say, I might have to dig deeper on that, figure that one out. But I think this is a super neat shovel. I mean, seriously, look at the size of this thing unfolded. It's not even that big. Really, it's not. Compared to, you know, this one, which if you put them roughly like that, this one's, you know, a little bit bigger by, like, not much, just because of this, like, little tip here. But if I go and throw that one down real quick, unscrew that a bit, and I do that. Make sure I fold this properly. It's good. Right. So you can see there is definitely a size difference there. I mean, seriously, this corner basically goes, the corner that is right here, this corner here, reaches this corner right here when you hold it there. Just, you know, if you're not really sure where that height is. So, I mean, seriously, I think that's just a crazy difference considering, you know, you can unfold this one so easy, you know, just twist that a bit, you fold that like that, you see how it's like this. Now, I'm gonna set this down just to make my life a little easier. It will do this, and then you're left with this little thing, which you can actually go and shove in your cover, like so. You wanna make sure it is like this, where it's going down like so. You wanna make sure the blade of it is hitting the back of it, and you go like that. So I think it's a super neat shovel. I think it's a super neat design. This little cover that I have for it is nice. I really like it. It's made of rubber, I'm guessing this is. It's super nice. I paid like $20 for this little set here. And, you know, this shovel I paid $20 for. But, you know, this is kind of my crappy little 1943. So, like, if I ever was to dig with one of these 1943 shovels, this is the one I do it with. And this is actually a little stuck still. Maybe I need to clean these up a little bit more. But, you know, sometimes you got to give a little force because, you know, it is a somewhat rusted thing. Maybe I need to clean it a bit more. At least this one I'd like to clean more. My other one I'm not even worried about. I think that one runs fine because, I mean, my other one isn't even as bad. I mean, seriously. But this is not a 1943 shovel video. This is a video on the evolution of the 1969, which I believe is possibly still used today in civilian and maybe military services. Well, I know there has been stuff made on the civilian market for this shovel, so I think it's super neat. And they are still sold in like military surplus today, so I think they're just super neat. I'd love to get more one day because mine has some red paint on it, has some rust. It's not too bad, but I mean, you know, I'd love to get more. Like, I'd love to get an Ames one from the 60s. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I know why it's actually called the M-1967. Because I actually remember there was one of them dated, maybe it was it the folding one? I don't know. It was either this folding one or it was the M1951, and it was, I have to look back, actually. I actually want to confirm that, because, I remember seeing something that was Ames 1967. It was either this folding shovel or the M1951, so I'm actually going to go confirm that real. So I just went and confirmed that. That was the M1951 shovel, which was Ames 1967. So that was probably the last year, maybe, that they made those M1951 shovels as well. So another fun little fact there. That was a M1951 shovel dated Ames 1967. So still neat. But that was a little YouTube short I saw on my gaming channel, which I'm not going to self-promote that because I do not post on there really anymore. But I mean, if you want to watch some little live streams and gameplays that I had over the years, like over the past 5 to 7 years or so, then I mean, yeah, I have a ton on there from that time range, really. So, I mean, you know, not too bad, you know. But I think this is still a really neat shovel. Like I said, it has these Alice clips on the back, which would basically be what are also on the back of your canteen covers from this era, like this one, or even like your one from after Korea, like this one. So I think it's super neat, you know, to see stuff like this still be talked about after like 50 to 80 or more years, you know, because this shovel is like 50 years old. I mean, cover itself is from 1986, but the shovel is from 1975. And I mean, that doesn't sound old, but like, you think that was like the last year we were in Vietnam. So it's kind of crazy to think about that, because I'm only like 21, and that's like older than me. So that's why I think it's old. Someone who's like 50, you know, might be like, hey, that was the year I'm born. That's not too old, I guess. But, you know, or someone who's 80 might think, hey, that's not too old, you know. Everyone has their different outlooks on how old stuff is. So just a nice little fact there, you know. Little word of advice, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Not sure what I'm going to do the next video about. I'll probably figure that one out. Maybe I'll do it on some metals. Maybe I'll do it on how to use some of these shovels for digging. Maybe I'll look into how some people have done it. I don't know. We'll see what I do that on. I'm not sure. Maybe one day soon I'll do like a breakdown video on all of my canteens besides my spun canteen and canteen cup, because I did a video on that one already. So maybe I'll do one for like each of them besides my 1961s, because I don't even know if I want to do one on that. Maybe I'll just do like shorts for those though, instead of like a whole video, because there's no real reason to do that. So maybe it's a whole series of shorts. I can do just for a little while. Who knows? We'll see what I do. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Not sure what time this will be getting out, but this will be getting out Wednesday for me. Not sure what will be happening Thursday and Friday for content. I don't release content on the weekends usually, but yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I'll probably do some shorts Thursday and Friday, just one short per day, who knows. Also, if you did not check out my live stream from yesterday, that uploaded overnight, so you might be able to go back and watch it, I believe. So if you want to go and watch that, you can. I did show a little bit of the stuff I had, chatted with y'all for a bit whenever y'all were in. So yeah, if you'd like to go check that out, it should be like an hour and 7 minutes long if you just want to watch that for a while you're eating, anything like that. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day and a great night.